Welcome all to my YouTube channel Shweta Gupta Chemistry Classes. As in class 12th we are doing the second chapter solutions. So in that today we'll be covering the topic abnormal molar mass. So children, as the name indicates, abnormal molar mass, that is, there must be some kind of abnormality in the molar mass, or there may be some kind of change in the molar mass. So what kind of change will be there in the molar mass? Either the molar mass will be greater than the original molar mass, or it can be smaller than the original molar mass of any compound. So whenever there is an increase or there is a decrease in the original molar mass of any compound, then that is known as abnormal molar mass. So children, whenever we take an ionic compound can be any one, like it can be KCl, potassium chloride, having molar mass 74.5 grams. So if you dissolve this ionic compound KCl in water, then this KCl, being an ionic compound, will break, or it may dissociate into K positive and Cl negative ions. It may break into K positive and Cl negative ions. In the same way, children, here it is breaking, KCl being an ionic compound is breaking into ions, and sometimes there is a condition when the molecules combine together and they dimerize. For example, if you take ethanoic acid in benzene, if you dissolve ethanoic acid in benzene, then this ethanoic acid will undergo dimerization. Dimerization, as the term indicate, they becomes double. Di means two. It means two molecules of ethanoic acid will combine together and they will dimerize. So they will dimerize. Here you see CH3COOH. This is for one. This is one molecule of ethanoic acid, and children, this one is second one, CH3COOH. So here you are having two ethanoic acid molecules or acetic acid molecules. So when you are dissolving this acetic acid in benzene, then these two molecules of acetic acid, one is this one, second one is this one. These two molecules of acetic acid will combine together. They will combine together with the help of hydrogen bond. They will combine together and will form a dimer. Dimer is the one having one molecule repeated again with the help one molecule is repeated again, and there is a bond formation between the same molecule. Here there is hydrogen bond which is formed between the same molecule, that is molecule of ethanoic acid, when it is dissolved in benzene. So here these two cases are seen. Earlier in KCl it was breaking into ions, and in ethanoic acid or acetic acid they were combining and were dimerizing. Okay, so two cases are there, either they will break or they will combine. Now that is what we call association and dissociation. Whenever molecules combine, that is association, and when the molecules break or dissociate, that is dissociation of compounds. So in case of association is ethanoic acid and benzene, and in case of dissociation, example is KCl. Whenever you consider these two cases, association and dissociation of compounds, then the molar mass of the compounds is determined by these methods do not agree with the theoretical value. For example, the molar mass of KCl is 74.5. It is a theoretical value of the molar mass of KCl. But after dissociation, if you find out the molar mass of KCl, then there will be some change in the molar mass of KCl which will not match with the theoretical value of KCl. Okay, so such molar masses, as I have told you, are either lower or higher than the expected or normal values and are called abnormal molar mass. So such molar mass which are coming after association and dissociation, these molar masses which are coming after association and dissociation will either be higher or lower than the expected or theoretical molar mass of the given compound. Then that is known as abnormal molar mass. Now next one is association of molecules leads to decrease in the particles. Now children, please try to understand. Here we have taken acetic acid. So these two molecules have associated. So they have combined together. So when they combine together, the number of molecules in the solution decreases or the number of particles in the solution decreases. कैसे? देखिएगा, अगर हमारे पास पहले KCl था और ये KCl ब्रेक हो गया K positive plus Cl negative. So earlier it was only one particle, but now it is dissociated into two particles. So in this case the number of particles are increasing. इसमें ये KCl जो होगा ये ब्रेक हो जाएगा टू पार्टिकल्स में, K positive Cl negative. Earlier it was considered one particle, now it is two particles. So the number of particles have now increased after dissociation. In the same way, earlier they were separate, 1, 2, two different molecules. So the number of particles in the solution were 2, 1, 2. But after dimerization और after association, जब वो लोग मिल गए, उनको मिलने के बाद ये पूरा का पूरा एक पार्टिकल ही कंसिडर करा जाएगा. सो अर्लियर इट वॉज टू पार्टिकल्स 1 and 2 जो अलग अलग घूम रहे थे, टू पार्टिकल्स. बट मिलने के बाद, एसोसिएशन होने के बाद ये दोनों कंबाइन हो गए, तो ये पूरा का पूरा एक पार्टिकल ही कंसिडर हुआ. सो इन एसोसिएशन द नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स, जुड़ने के बाद नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स एज यू कैन सी डिक्रीजेज, एंड इन डिसोसिएशन द नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स increases. So that is what is written here. So we know that we always connect the number of particles with a colligative property. Colligative property depends upon the number of particles and not on the nature of particles. So in association, as there is decrease in the number of particles in the solution, so there will be decrease in the colligative property. There will be decrease in the value of colligative property. And children, one more thing, very important. Colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. If the value of colligative property is large, then the molar mass of compound will be very less. If the value of colligative property is very small, then the value of molar mass will be very large. So colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. So in case of association, okay, in case of association children, as there is decrease in the number of decrease in the number of particles. पार्टिकल्स कम हो गए थे एसोसिएशन में, तो जब पार्टिकल्स कम हो जाते हैं तो कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी डिक्रीज हो जाती है. लेकिन अगर कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी डिक्रीज होगी तो मोलर मास ऑफ द कंपाउंड विल इंक्रीज ऑन इट्स ओन. तो एसोसिएशन में कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी डिक्रीज हो गई, इसीलिए मोलर मास ज़्यादा हो गया. और वहीं डिसोसिएशन में कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी इंक्रीज हो गई, डिसोसिएशन में कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी इंक्रीज हो गई, क्योंकि नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स बढ़ गए. तो जब कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी इंक्रीज हो गई तो मोलर मास क्या हो जाएगा, डिक्रीज, बिकॉज कोलिगेटिव प्रॉपर्टी इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द मोलर मास. So this is what it is. I'll explain you. Ethanoic acid in benzene undergoes dimerization. It shows a molar mass of 120. As here it is association. So number of molecules decreases, and as I have explained you earlier children how the number of molecules are decreased. So here the number of molecules decreases. So the colligative property decreases. When colligative property decreases, molar mass increases. So ethanoic acid in benzene undergoes dimerization and shows a molar mass of 120, where the normal molar mass of ethanoic acid is 60. So it is the molar mass is 60, normal molar mass, but after association or dimerization its value increases. Its molar mass becomes 120. I just hope this is clear to you all. Next, this I have explained you. Dissociation. In case of dissociation, number of particle increases, colligative property increases. When colligative property increases, molar mass decreases, as colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. So the molar mass that you will obtain after dissociation will be less as compared to the normal molar mass. So KCl in water will dissociate into K positive and Cl negative ion and will show a molar mass of 37.25. So, and the normal molar mass of KCl children is 74.5 gram. So after its dissociation its molar mass decreases because colligative property increases. So before dissociation normal molar mass of KCl is 74.5, and after dissociation its molar mass decreases, that is it becomes 37.25 grams. So that is what is abnormal molar mass. Next one is Van't Hoff factor. Children, very important from the point of your board exams. Questions come from this in your board exam also, and sometimes the examiner during the practical exams asks that what will be the value of Van't Hoff factor. So Van't Hoff factor is represented by small I. Small I, okay. Now what is its formula? Exactly what is Van't Hoff factor? So I is equals to normal molar mass that is calculated, जो generally किसी compound का molar mass है वो. So it is normal molar mass divided by observed or abnormal molar mass. ऊपर क्या आ रहा है बच्चा? The term which is coming in the numerator is the normal molar mass or calculated molar mass, actual molar mass, and it is divided by the observed or abnormal molar mass, that is divided by the molar mass which is coming after association or dissociation. So normal molar mass upon observed molar mass or calculated molar upon abnormal molar mass. Now children, as you all know that molar mass is inversely proportional to colligative property. So earlier molar mass was coming in the like denominator. So when you will talk about the colligative property, then observed colligative property will be in the numerator, as colligative property and molar mass are inversely proportional to each other. So it will be opposite in case of colligative property. So in case of colligative property, observed colligative property will be in the numerator and calculated colligative or the normal colligative property in the denominator. So two formulas, one on the basis of molar mass, one on the basis of colligative property for calculation of Van't Hoff factor. So these two are the formulas. Next one, children, we have done colligative property is inversely proportional to molar mass. In case of association, observed molar mass being more than the normal. Association, example I have taken ethanoic acid in benzene. So earlier the molar mass was 60, but after association it is more, that is 120 after association. So it is observed molar mass being more than the normal. So in case of association, I, that is value of Ventov factor, is less than 1. Value of Ventov factor will be less than 1. And children, in case of dissociation, as in KCl, the molar mass was less than the normal molar mass. Therefore, the value of I, Ventov factor, is greater than 1. So children, this you remember. In case of association, I is smaller than 1, and in case of dissociation, I is greater than 1. So, as you have done in acetic acid or ethanoic acid, children, the molar mass was normal molar mass 60 and molar mass, observed molar mass after association came out to be 120. So it was half almost. So the value of I for ethanoic acid, that is half of 1, is equal to 0.5. While for KCl, NaCl, MgSO4, it is nearly 2. Okay. How it is 2, children? K positive 1, Cl negative 2. 1, 2. Na positive 1, Cl negative 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Mg 2 positive plus SO4 2 negative. Okay. So 1 plus 1, these two, 1 cancel out. So 1 plus 1, it is 2. So for these three, it is nearly 2. And for this one, K2SO4, 2K positive plus SO4 2 negative. So it is 2K positive, that is 1, SO4 2 negative, that is 2. 2 plus 1, 3. So for K2SO4 it is 3. Okay. So these are the values of I for different compounds. So for ethanoic acid it is nearly 0.5. KCl, NaCl, MgSO4 it is nearly equals to 2, and for K2SO4 it is equals to 3, that is 1 plus 2, 3. So I is equals to observed colligative property upon normal or calculated colligative property. We just put the values in this and we can get the value of I. Children, numerical will be coming based on this. So that I'll make you do. Okay. Next one is modified forms of colligative properties. So colligative properties, children, we have already done. 4 we have done. Relative lowering in vapor pressure, elevation in boiling point, depression in freezing point, and osmotic pressure. These are the colligative we have already done. So after the inclusion of Ventov factor, now we have what? We have included Ventov factor I in these 4 colligative properties. So we got the 4 modified forms of colligative properties. हमने इनमें Ventov factor को include कर लिया इन चारों colligative properties में. तो जब हम Ventov factor को इन चारों colligative properties में include करते हैं, then we get the modified forms of colligative properties. हमें 4 modified form of colligative properties मिल जाती है. So children, if you remember them, then the relative lowering in vapor pressure, the formula we got after after the derivation is delta P upon P naught is equals to X2, that is mole fraction of the solute. So after inclusion of Ventov factor, it will be I into mole fraction of the solute. So you know that delta P is equals to Pi naught minus P1 upon Pi naught is equals to I. X2 is, it is what? Mole fraction. So it will be I X2, instead of X2 we'll replace it with, or we can put the value of number of moles over here, and the formula we get is N2 upon N1. So it is equals to what? P1 naught minus P1 upon P1 naught is equals to I N2 upon N1. Now children, elevation and boiling point. The formula we got is delta TB is equals to KBM. After inclusion of Venter factor I, the modified form of elevation in boiling point becomes delta TB is equals to IKBM. In the same way, for the depression in freezing point, the modified form comes out to be delta TF is equals to IKFM. And osmotic pressure, children, if you remember, 2-3 days before only we have done pi is equals to CRT. Earlier it was after inclusion of Venter factor, that is I, the modified form of osmotic pressure becomes pi is equals to ICRT, where I is the Venter factor, or C is the molarity, and molarity is number of moles of solute, that is N2 upon volume of solution in liters. So on putting the value of molarity, that is C, in this equation, pi is equals to ICRT, we got I N2 upon V, that is number of moles of solute of volume of solution liters, RT, I N2 RT upon V. Now children, next one is degree of dissociation. किस हद तक कोई भी substance dissociate हुआ है. So fraction of total substance that undergoes dissociation, कितना fraction किसी भी substance का, किसी भी total substance का, suppose 10 ग्राम substance है, तो उस 10 ग्राम सब्सटेंस में से कितना सब्सटेंस ऐसा था जिसका डिसोसिएशन हुआ है. इट विल गिव यू द डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन, दैट इज फ्रैक्शन ऑफ टोटल सब्सटेंस दैट अंडरगोज डिसोसिएशन. सो इट इज represented by alpha. Degree of dissociation is having formula. It is derived. You just need to learn this formula. It is equals to I minus 1 upon n minus 1. Now next one is degree of association. कितना टोटल सब्सटेंस का ऐसा फ्रैक्शन है जो कि मिला है, जो एसोसिएट हुआ है. सपोज कीजिए 10 मॉलिक्यूल्स है, उन 10 मॉलिक्यूल्स में से कितने मॉलिक्यूल्स ऐसे हैं जो कि इकट्ठा हो गए. सपोज कीजिए 8 हो गए, सो दैट विल बी 8. ओके, सो वो कितने मॉलिक्यूल्स टोटल सब्सटेंस में से एसोसिएट हुए या फिर इकट्ठा हुए, that will give you the degree of association. So alpha, degree of association, is equal to, children, having formula 1 minus I, opposite of this. Earlier it was I minus 1 in case of dissociation. In case of association it will be 1 minus I upon, it will be 1 minus 1 upon n. 1 will be in front, minus n will be inverse, so it will be 1 minus 1 upon n. Okay, so two formulas. Degree of dissociation, it is equals to 1 minus I minus 1 upon n minus 1, and degree of association is equals to 1 minus I upon 1 minus 1 upon n. So these are the two formulas we got, children. Now if I is equals to 1, it means the solute behaves normally. Solute behaves normally. If the value of I comes out to be 1 upon 2, then it means the solute is a dimer. Children, if the value of I comes out to be 1, then you can say that solute is behaving normally. There is no association or dissociation. Solute is behaving normally. If I is coming out to be 1 upon 2, value of I coming out to be 1 upon 2, then you say that solute is a dimer. If the value of I come out to be 1 upon 4, then you say that the solute is tetraatomic, 4 atoms it is having. Example is P4. In the same way, if you take for S8, sulfur molecule, sulfur is octatomic, S8, 8 atoms of sulfur combined to form one molecule of sulfur, S8. So in case of sulfur, it is 1 upon 8 value of I. It means that it is octaatomic. That is, if after solving you get the value of I, Venter factor is coming out to be 1 upon 8, then on seeing the value 1 upon 8, you can clearly say that the molecule is octaatomic in nature, the solute is octaatomic in nature. This we have already done. If I is greater than 1, then the solute undergoes dissociation. If I is smaller than 1, then it undergoes association. Children, please remember, association, I is less than 1. Dissociation is opposite of that, I is greater than 1. Now, we'll be solving one numerical. A 0.5% aqueous solution of KCl was found to freeze. Now children, it is 0.5 aqueous solution, okay. Aqueous means in water, dissolved in water. 0.5% means 0.5 gram. That is, the remaining will be waters. This is the solute having mass 0.5 gram, which is dissolved in water, that is H2O. Of KCl, that is KCl is measuring here 0.5 gram, was found to be freeze at minus 0.24 degrees Celsius. It means the freezing point is given, TF is given, children, 0.24 degrees Celsius. What is asked? Calculate the Vent-Off factor and degree of dissociation of the solute at this concentration. Firstly, you need to find out the Vent-Off factor, and then you have to find out the degree of dissociation of the solute at this concentration. Here in this question, Kf for water is given 1.86 kg per mole. Children, here freezing point is included. Okay, so you know already that in case of KCl, it is dissociation. Okay, and in dissociation, it is the value of I is greater than 1. This we all know. Okay, so it is dissociation. So you need to find out the degree of dissociation, you need to find out the value of Vent-Off factor. Okay, so this is the question, and we have done that. The degree of dissociation is having formula I minus 1 upon n minus 1. So these two you need to find out the value of I, you need to find out the value of n. Then only you will be able to find the degree of dissociation. Now, so observe molecular mass. As you know, here freezing point is considered. Okay, so in case of freezing point, we have one formula, children. Depression freezing point will be delta TF is equals to I KFM. So this formula we are going to put, delta TF is equals to I KFM. Here with the help of this formula, children, you can find out the value of I, that is Vent-Off factor. So we are going to put the value in this formula, delta TF is equals to I KFM. So as I have told you, here Kf is given, W2 is given, weight of solute 0.5 gram. W1 we take 100 gram round off, because children, it hardly matters. 0.5 gram is very less amount of solute. So we'll take the mass weight of solvent as 100 gram. So TF is given 0.24 degrees Celsius. So we'll put the values in the formula. Delta TF is equals to IKFM. So observe, firstly we'll try to find out the observed molecular mass of KCl. So it is coming out to be, children, what? 1000 into Kf into W2 upon delta TF into W1. Okay, this is the formula. You know, children, how we got this formula? Here we have put in this formula the value of molality. You know what is the value of molality, children? Molality is number of moles of solute upon mass of solvent in kg. So it is gram. In gram we have taken, so we have multiplied into 1000. Okay, this is M. M is what? Number of moles of solute. Okay, number of moles of solute. Number of moles of solute is having formula, right, children? What will be the number of moles of solute? What is the value of M, children? M is number of moles of solute upon mass of solvent in kg. Mass of solvent in kg. So we have converted this kg into gram. So we'll multiply this with gram, 1000. So 1000 into N2 upon W1. Okay. So what is the value of N2, children? In place of N2 you can write it will be equals to 1000 into what? Number of moles is equals to mass in gram divided by molar mass. Okay, this you get into W1. Okay, this is the formula generally we get. Okay, children, so this is what we got. So it is IKFM. Okay, so we'll put the values in this formula, and what we'll get is observed molar mass is equals to 1000 into Kf into W2 upon delta TF into W1. So the observed molar mass comes out to be 1000 into 1.86, putting the value. Kf is having value 1.86 into 0.5. W2 W2 upon, what do you have put? TF. Okay, so TF is coming out to be 0.24 into 1000 into 100 is, it is coming out to be 38.75. This is the observed molar mass of KCl in this question. Now what is the normal molecular mass of KCl? For potassium it is 38.75 and for chlorine it is 35.5. So it is normal molar mass of KCl is 74.25. So what is the value of Ventov factor? Ventov factor is normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass. So the normal molecular mass is 74.25 and the observed molecular mass is 38.75. So it is coming out to be 1.92. Okay, so I is coming out to be 1.92, that is greater than 1, because here it is dissociation in case of KCl. So KCl, children, on dissociation gives K positive plus Cl negative 1 minus alpha. So it is having earlier the value 1 minus alpha. In case of dissociation, consider ring. So it is alpha. Children, this you all remember we have done in equilibrium. So it is alpha and this will be 1 minus alpha. Okay. If it is a degree of dissociation alpha for these, then the value of KCl decreases by alpha. So 1 minus alpha. So total number of particles will be 1 minus alpha plus total number of particles in the solution, children. This plus this plus this. 1 minus alpha plus alpha plus alpha. So now total number of particles is equals to 1 plus alpha. So I is equals to 1 plus alpha. So putting the value of I is coming out to 1.92. It is equals to 1 plus alpha. So 1 goes there. So alpha is coming out to be 0.92. It means 92% of KCl gets dissociated in this solution. So children, we got the value of alpha and we got the value of I also. Again, I am going to explain you how I have solved this question. Children, first, to find out the value of Ventov factor. The formula is normal molecular mass upon observed molecular mass. Now, normal molecular mass we can calculate for KCl by adding the molar mass of K positive and Cl negative. That we got to know. But we should also know the observed molecular mass. So to find out the value of observed molecular mass, children, the formula is 1000 into Kf into W2 upon delta Tf into W1. So we are given with all these values, so we'll put the value. So we got the observed molecular mass. So we'll put the value of observed molecular mass in this formula. After that we'll get the value of I. Then we know that KCl is dissociated into K positive and Cl negative. So if it is alpha, then KCl will be 1 minus alpha. This we have already done in equilibrium. So the total number of particles will be this plus this plus this. It is coming out to be 1 plus alpha. It is equals to I. So I is equals to 1 plus alpha. After solving this, we got the value of alpha. So I just hope this is clear to you all. Thank you and have a nice day.